Let's take it to action on the field. The Defence Force made it 6 wins in the 2016-2017 Digicel Pro League this season with a 2-0 victory over Club Sando at the Hazy Crawford Stadium last night. Meanwhile, at the same venue, Mapao Stars and San Juan Jablote played it to a 1-1 draw. Here's Kent Fuentes.
At the Hazy Crawford Stadium, Club Sando made the journey north to battle the Defence Force and to put the Army keeper into some early action off this free kick. The less said about the follow-up, the better. The Army retaliated, and had it not been for the brilliance of the Club Sando custodian, the soldiers would have had the lead. Other than that, poor finishing let down the Tetron boys as they were presented with several chances that they should have taken. Devon Jostling, usually clinical, was also to blame. But in the case of deja vu, Jostling was presented with a similar opportunity and this time made no mistake in the 32nd minute for a half-time lead. Club Sando came up firing after the break looking for the equalizer, while Josling's wastefulness continued at the opposite end. However, late in the game, the same player was on hand to take advantage of some poor Club Sando defending. His goal in the 86th minute, sealing a 2-0 victory for the Defence Force over Club Sando. In the second game between Jablote and Mapao Stars, it was the men in green, Jablote, that almost had the first goal. Mapao were awarded a free kick in the 35th minute. The ball touched back to Gerald Brito, and all he had to do was keep it low. 1-0 Mapao at the interval. But 10 minutes after the restart, Jablote leveled. A sleek passing move was finished off by Willis Plaza to earn Jablote a share of the points, with Mapao in a 1-1 draw. Kent Fuentes, C Sports.
Meanwhile, Christmas came early for Central FC in the penultimate round before the holiday break in the 2016-2017 season. The Couva Sharks continued to lead the standings following their latest win over Mova Caledonia United. Meanwhile, Police FC and St. Anne's Rangers were looking back on squandered chances. Nasira Mohammed has more.
Central FC minus Kenwin Jones added another win and 3 points to their loot in this season's TT Pro League when they defeated Mova Caledonia United 2-0 at the Atubolan Stadium. Central had the first chance to go ahead in the match, but Jason Macano failed to capitalize on the free space in front of the goal. It wasn't until the 64th minute that Central finally got on the score sheet, when Johan Peltier, after collecting a long pass with only a defender and the keeper to beat, schooled the Caledonia shot stopper. The momentum was then officially with the defending champions, and it didn't take long for them to add another to the scoreline. This time, Macano pounced on a rebound off the wall and making it 2-0 with 3 minutes to go. Macano then tried to add a third, but 2 was sufficient to earn his team 3 more points. In the second match, Police drew 1-1 with St. Anne's Rangers in a game that should have had a larger scoreline. Police scored first from a horrendous clearance from St. Anne's, allowing Police to pounce on the loose ball, and Jamil Perry fired home for a 1-0 lead. St. Anne's tried to make amends, but solid defending from Police preserved the lead. But Rangers had another golden opportunity to equalize, awarded a penalty for a handball, but Police's keeper kept his poise and pulled off a save. Finally, in added on time, Rangers found the lock in front of the goal before the ball fell to the feet of Lester Durham, and he drilled it low to ensure that Rangers received at least 1 point from the draw. Nasira Mohammed, C Sports.
And in one other TT Pro League fixture on the evening, W Connection travelled south to Point Fortin, and they came away with a 4-0 win over the home side. Shaquille Henry led with a double, while Daniel Diaz and Dimitri Apai scored 1 goal each. Once again, the second round continues on Friday with all 10 teams in action before the league breaks until January 6th, 2017.